Let's get real for a moment. Walking is wonderful for your heart, your mind, and your mood. But if you think it's enough to stop muscle loss, think again. As we age, our bodies face an invisible enemy, sarcopenia. It's the slow, silent breakdown of muscle tissue that begins as early as our 30s and speeds up each passing decade. It's the reason getting up from the floor feels harder, why lifting groceries starts to strain your arms, and why balance becomes a challenge. Walking alone won't stop it. What you need is resistance, pressure, something that demands your muscles wake up and fight back. Here's the truth that most people never hear. You don't need a gym. You don't need expensive equipment. What you need are two powerhouse moves you can do in your living room. Bodyweight squats and push-ups, just those two. Done right, they can completely transform your strength, stability, and confidence. Let's start with the first one, the bodyweight squat. This move is your body's secret weapon against lower body weakness. Every time you sit and stand, you're halfway there. Squats target the largest muscles in your body, your glutes, your quads, your hamstrings. These are the engines that help you climb stairs, carry your kids or grandkids, and move through life with ease. Start simple, feet shoulder, width apart, chest lifted, lower yourself as if sitting in a chair and push back up with strength. Do it slowly, feel your muscles engage, and breathe through it. 10 squats a day can become 20, then 30. That's when transformation begins, not just in your legs, but in your energy, your metabolism, your life. Now, the second exercise, push-ups. Before you roll your eyes and say, I can't do those, hold on. Push-ups aren't just for athletes. They are for anyone who wants to build upper body strength and core power. Start with wall push-ups if you need to, then move to the edge of a counter and finally to the floor when you're ready. What matters is effort. Push-ups activate your chest, shoulders, triceps, and even your abs. They teach your body resilience. They remind your muscles what they were made for, to work, to move, to protect you from decline. But the real magic happens when you do these consistently, because sarcopenia doesn't stand a chance against consistency. Your body is an adaptive masterpiece. The moment you start challenging it, it begins to rebuild. Muscle fibers grow denser, your metabolism fires up, your balance improves, and suddenly you feel younger. Not because of years reversed, but because strength returned. So forget walking as your main plan for muscle health. Walk for joy, for peace, for your heart. But when it comes to keeping your body alive and powerful, squat and push. No excuses, no gym, no waiting for motivation. Just 2 movements, a few minutes, and a decision to fight back against decline. Because here's the bottom line, aging is inevitable, but weakness is optional. Every squat and every push-up is your declaration that you refuse to surrender to sarcopenia. You are rebuilding your future one rep at a time, and that, right there, is strength worth fighting for. For years, walking has been celebrated as the perfect exercise. It's easy, it's accessible, and it feels good. But here's the uncomfortable truth most people don't realize until it's too late. Walking alone won't stop muscle loss. It keeps your heart healthy, yes. It keeps your joints moving, yes. But when it comes to maintaining strong, functional muscles and preventing sarcopenia, walking is like bringing a spoon to a sword fight. It's helpful, but it's not enough to win the battle. Sarcopenia is the gradual loss of muscle mass, strength, and function that naturally occurs with age. Starting as early as your 30s, the average adult loses about 3–5% of muscle mass every decade. That may not sound like much until you realize how critical muscle is for everything you do. Muscles aren't just about looking toned or strong. They are the machinery that powers every movement. They stabilize your joints, protect your bones, regulate your metabolism, and even influence your hormone balance. When you start losing muscle, you're not just getting weaker. You're losing the very foundation of independence and vitality. Walking, by its nature, is a low resistance, repetitive activity. It improves endurance, but it doesn't challenge the muscles enough to stimulate growth. Think of it this way: your muscles respond to stress. When you push them beyond their comfort zone, they tear just a little, then rebuild stronger. That process, called hypertrophy, is what keeps your body youthful and resilient, but walking never quite crosses that threshold. It's like telling your muscles, we're going for a gentle stroll, when what they really need to hear is, get ready to work. Now, don't misunderstand. Walking still plays a beautiful role in health. It boosts circulation, enhances mood, improves cardiovascular fitness, and keeps you mentally clear. But if you're relying solely on walking to keep your muscles alive, you're leaving a critical gap in your body's defense system. It's like tuning up your car's radio while ignoring the engine. You might enjoy the ride, but it won't take you far. Here's another hard truth. The effects of sarcopenia don't show up overnight. It's a slow, creeping process. You notice it when climbing stairs leaves you winded, when carrying groceries feels heavier, or when getting out of a chair takes more effort than it used to. These aren't just signs of aging. They're warning signals that your muscles are shrinking, your power is fading, and your body is losing its ability to protect itself. And once that downward spiral starts, it accelerates fast. Less muscle means less movement. Less movement means even more muscle loss, and soon, independence starts to slip away. That's why resistance-based exercise is non-negotiable. To fight sarcopenia, your muscles must be challenged. They need resistance, something that tells them, hey, you still matter. And resistance doesn't have to mean heavy weights or gym machines. It can be as simple as using your own body weight in squats, push-ups, or even holding a plank. These movements create tension and resistance that walking simply can't provide. There's also a metabolic side to this. Muscle is metabolically active tissue. It burns calories even when you're resting. The more muscle you have, the more efficiently your body burns fat, regulates blood sugar, and balances hormones. That's why people who strength train often feel more energetic, think more clearly, and maintain healthier body composition as they age. In contrast, when you lose muscle, your metabolism slows down, making it easier to gain fat and harder to stay active. Walking alone won't reverse that decline, no matter how many steps you take. So when you hear people say, just go for a walk, it's all you need. Remember this, walking is the beginning, not the solution. It's the warm-up, not the workout. If you truly want to age strong, you must train your muscles to resist decline. You must teach your body to rebuild, not retreat. Walking will always have its place. It's wonderful for your heart and spirit. But when it comes to preserving strength, balance, and independence, you need more. You need resistance. You need muscle challenge. Because if you want to keep living fully, you can't just walk through life. You have to push through it. Let's cut through the noise. You don't need a gym membership, fancy equipment, or endless hours to build muscle. You need movement that challenges your body where it counts, right at home with no excuses. Two of the most powerful exercises for fighting sarcopenia and rebuilding muscle are bodyweight squats and push-ups. Simple, yes. Easy, not quite, but effective, absolutely. These two exercises target nearly every major muscle group in your body, awakening dormant fibers, reigniting strength, and restoring vitality that time may have started to take away. Let's start with the first one, the bodyweight squat. If there were one exercise to rule them all, this would be it. Squats mimic one of the most fundamental human movements, sitting and standing. Every time you perform a squat, you're retraining your body to move efficiently and powerfully. Your glutes, quadriceps, hamstrings, and calves all activate together, creating a symphony of muscle engagement that builds endurance and strength from the ground up. But the benefits don't stop there. Squats also strengthen your core, improve joint mobility, and enhance balance. Three crucial elements in preventing falls and maintaining independence as you age. Now, here's the beauty of the squat. It's infinitely adaptable. You don't need to drop low or move fast to feel the benefits. Start where you are. Stand with your feet shoulder width apart, chest lifted, and lower yourself slowly as if you're about to sit in a chair. Go as low as you comfortably can, then press back up through your heels. That's one. Even 5 repetitions can spark the muscle activation your body has been missing. Over time, as your strength grows, increase the depth, the reps, or hold a backpack for added resistance. The key is progression, challenging your muscles just enough to stimulate growth without injury. Every repetition tells your body, I'm still strong, I'm still capable. The second exercise is the push-up, a timeless classic that might just be the single best upper body exercise you can do without equipment. Push-ups engage your chest, shoulders, arms, and core simultaneously. They build functional strength, the kind that makes everyday tasks like lifting, pushing, or carrying easier, and the best part, like squats, they can be modified for any fitness level. If you can't perform a full push-up on the floor, start with wall push-ups. Place your hands shoulder width apart on a wall, step back, and lower yourself toward it with control. Once that feels comfortable, move to a sturdy countertop or a bench. With consistency, your strength will grow, and soon you'll find yourself ready for full push-ups on the floor. The magic of these two exercises lies not just in the physical benefits, but in what they represent. Every squat builds the foundation of mobility. Every push-up strengthens your ability to support yourself. They are movements of empowerment, proof that your body can adapt and grow stronger at any age, because sarcopenia isn't inevitable. It's a challenge waiting to be conquered through action. Science backs this up. Studies show that resistance-based movements, even using just body weight, can significantly increase muscle mass, improve insulin sensitivity, and boost metabolism in older adults. That means better strength, more energy, and improved balance, all from movements that require no special space or gear. When you combine squats and push-ups into your daily routine, you're effectively giving your body a full body strength stimulus that walking could never provide. Consistency is the true secret here. 5 minutes a day is enough to start rebuilding what time has taken. 10 squats in the morning, 10 push-ups before bed. It doesn't sound like much, but it's a declaration of self-care. Over weeks and months, those small efforts compound into visible results. You'll feel more stable, more energized, and more alive in your own skin. That's the reward of resistance. And perhaps most importantly, these exercises reconnect you with your own power. When you squat, you're not just bending your knees. You're standing up to the notion that aging means weakness. When you push your body off the floor, you're pushing back against the decline that sarcopenia tries to impose. These aren't just workouts, they're acts of defiance, acts of life, so don't underestimate the simplicity of these moves. They are powerful, proven, and perfectly suited to anyone ready to reclaim their strength. All it takes is your body, your will, and your commitment to show up for yourself. Because every squat and every push-up isn't just exercise, it's a message to your future self. I'm not done growing stronger. Building muscle and defeating sarcopenia isn't about how strong you start, it's about how committed you stay. You don't win this battle in one workout, 1 week, or even 1 month. You win it through consistency, through showing up when it's inconvenient, and through choosing effort over excuses. That's where the real transformation happens. You can have the best plan in the world, but if you're not consistent, it's just theory. The body doesn't change because you want it to. It changes because you train it to, over and over again. Here's the truth, your muscles are always listening. Every movement, every bit of tension, every ounce of effort sends them a message. When you challenge them consistently, they respond, they grow, adapt, and fortify. But when you're inconsistent, when you stop challenging them, they shrink. Muscles are the ultimate use it or lose it system. You don't have to be perfect, but you do have to be persistent. The beauty of this journey is that intensity doesn't mean punishment. It doesn't mean pushing yourself to exhaustion. Intensity simply means presence. It means engaging with the movement fully, giving your best in that moment. A few mindful squats done with focus are worth more than 50 lazy repetitions done without purpose. The same goes for push-ups. Feel your muscles work, breathe deeply, and move with intention. That's how you build a connection between your body and your willpower. That's how you turn exercise into empowerment. Think of your body like a living conversation. When you move consistently, you're telling it, stay strong, stay ready, stay alive. But when you stop moving, you're sending the opposite message. We don't need this muscle anymore. That's how sarcopenia creeps in, not through sudden failure, but through quiet neglect. Every skipped session, every I'll do it tomorrow, every week of inactivity adds up. The cost isn't just physical, it's emotional too. You start losing confidence, energy, and the sense of control that comes from feeling capable in your own skin. But the moment you decide to act, to move, to push, to challenge yourself, you start reversing the story. Because consistency builds not just muscle, but momentum, and momentum is what carries you through days when motivation runs dry. The first few weeks may feel uncomfortable, your legs may tremble, your arms may burn, but that's not weakness. That's progress in disguise. That's your body waking up, remembering what it was built to do, and the best part, you don't need hours a day, you don't need perfection. You just need a few minutes every single day devoted to movement. 2 sets of squats, 2 sets of push-ups, done with focus and regularity, can rebuild muscle density, strengthen your bones, and improve balance faster than you think. It's not about time, it's about consistency and effort. Your body rewards what you repeat. Intensity adds another layer to the equation. When you add small challenges, an extra rep, a deeper squat, a slower push-up, you signal your body to grow stronger. That little bit of discomfort you feel during a workout is not punishment. It's the language of adaptation. Every drop of sweat is your body saying, "I'm getting better." And when you combine intensity with consistency, you create an unstoppable force that no amount of aging can undo. Remember, every great transformation starts small. It's built in daily choices, not grand gestures, 1 squat at a time, 1 push-up at a time, over days, then weeks, then months. These moments of effort accumulate into strength, power, and vitality. The mirror changes, the way you move changes, the way you feel about yourself changes. You realize that you're not just surviving, you're thriving. Consistency is what separates the dreamers from the doers. It's the quiet, powerful commitment that says, "I'm not giving up on myself." Sarcopenia feeds on inactivity, but strength feeds on repetition. So stay consistent, stay intense, show up every day, even if it's just for a few minutes. Because your body is listening, your muscles are ready, and your future is waiting for the strength you build today. At the end of the day, it all comes down to this. Your body was built for strength, for movement, for resilience, and it's never too late to reclaim it. Sarcopenia may be a natural process, but surrendering to it is not. The decline isn't inevitable, it's a choice we make when we stop challenging ourselves. Every muscle fiber in your body has memory, a deep, unspoken knowledge of strength waiting to be reawakened. The moment you decide to move, to squat, to push, you start rewriting the story of your aging process. Forget the myth that you need complicated machines or hours in a gym. True strength starts at home with nothing more than your body, your determination, and your will to keep going. Squats and push-ups, simple, accessible, timeless, can rebuild not just muscle, but confidence. They remind you that you still have control, that your body still listens, and that power still lives within you. Every repetition is a declaration that you are not defined by your age, but by your action. Consistency will be your greatest ally. It's not about being perfect, it's about being persistent. Show up for yourself every day, even when it's hard, even when you don't feel like it. Because every drop of effort compounds into strength, stability, and vitality. The small things you do daily become the great things that protect you for a lifetime. So if walking has been your only exercise, it's time to elevate your movement. Keep walking for your heart, for your peace, for your joy. But for your strength, your independence, and your future, it's time to squat and push. Let these 2 powerful movements be your armor against decline, your proof that age cannot defeat effort. Because aging gracefully isn't about doing less, it's about doing smarter. It's about fighting back with purpose, with persistence, and with pride. Your future self is waiting, stronger, steadier, and more alive than ever. All it takes is the courage to start and the commitment to continue. 1 squat, 1 push-up, 1 decision at a time. You're not just maintaining your body, you're reclaiming your life.